There's been a lot of buzz around 90% silver lately, and that's because the premiums on it are so low in some places. And today I found out how low they can get. In fact, I found out to the tune that I'm actually re-recording this intro after having already talked to all 8 of the coin shops that I called today to find out what they were selling 90% silver for. And I cannot wait to tell you what they said, because not only did I get some crazy prices, I also got a couple of extra bits of information from a couple of the shops that I want to share with you today. So if you want to find out what's really going on in the local markets with 90% silver, make sure you stick with me and watch today's video. But before we get into it, do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe and help us continue to grow. And speaking of good deals on 90%, if you don't have a good local coin shop near you and you have to buy it online, SD Bullion, my channel sponsor, does have a special on 90% silver, just 76 cents an ounce over spot to celebrate 4th of July, 1776, Independence Day. So make sure you check it out with a link in the description below. Thank you to SD Bullion for sponsoring my channel. All right, so like I said in the intro, the numbers that I got today were crazy. I got some really bad ones and some really great ones, but also I have some crazy stories from some of the conversations that I had with 2 of the shops. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna look at our first one, which is a 2-party consent state in the state of Florida. Now I called them and they offered me 90% silver at $23 per dollar. Now, if you take 23 times 1.4, that gives you your per ounce price, and it comes to $32.20 per ounce. As you can see, that is $1.70 over spot. That is really not bad given where premiums are in most everything, but we can definitely do better. In fact, let's take a look at shop number 2. But rather than start by showing you the numbers for coin shop number 2, it was actually in a 1-party consent state, so I recorded the call. Here's what they had to say. Hey, could you tell me what you're selling 90% for today?
90%? Sure, hold on.
Thank you.
Does it matter what it is?
Not to me.
Okay. $22.19.
$22.19. All right, so you said it doesn't matter what, so that's probably dimes and quarters.
Well, that's dimes and quarters, and then halves are slightly more, $22.37.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, you're welcome.
Bye. All right, so you heard what he said at shop number 2, 90%, $22.19 per dollar for dimes and quarters, and just a little bit more for $half. Now, $22.19 times 1.4 comes out to $31.06 per ounce. That is only 56 cents an ounce over spot. That is even cheaper than the special that I just showed you on SD Bullion's website. That is an incredibly good deal, but what's going to blow your mind, it's not the best one that I heard today. So stay tuned, because when we get to shop number 4, you're going to be blown away by what he told me. It wasn't just the number that he gave me, but it was the story as well. But first, let's take a look at shop number 3. And shop number 3 is in California. Now, as you can see, California offered me to 90% at $23.25 per dollar, which is $32.55 per ounce. That comes out to a little over $2 an ounce over spot. That is definitely not what we're going to be looking for today, given that we've already seen better offers than that, not only online, but with local coin shops. So we should keep looking around. Here we go with shop number 4. Take a look at this number. Are you ready? In Pennsylvania, and you'll notice that I actually have a note right there on the screen. I'm going to tell you the story here, but look what he offered it to me for. That is $21.84 per ounce, $30.50, or I'm sorry, $21.84 per dollar, $30.50 per ounce. He offered it to me at Melt. So I called up this guy. I wish I could have recorded this one like I wish I could have recorded shop 8. But I called up this guy and he said, I asked him if he had any 90% for sale, just like I had asked on shop number 2. And he goes, how much are you looking for, buddy? And I said, I don't know, $5, $10 face, maybe more depending on the price. He goes, well, if you come in and buy it today, and I feel really bad that I'm nowhere near Pennsylvania, so I can't come and buy it today. But he says, if you come in and buy it today, you can buy as much as you want for Melt. He said, I have so much of it, I don't even care anymore. I just need to move some of it, so I won't even ask any premium. I'll just sell it for Melt price. That's it, Melt price. So this guy has so much 90% that he would sell it for Melt price if I walked in and got it today. And now, granted, silver has went up today at $30.50 per ounce. It is definitely up today from where it was not long ago, even yesterday. So maybe he's in it even a little bit lighter than that because of that. And I also can't imagine, given that he basically told me he has an unlimited supply almost, I can't even imagine what he would be buying it for right now. But that's what shop number 8 is going to talk to us about, or told us about, I should say. And you should definitely wait for that. But before we get there, let's move in and show you shops 5, 6, and 7. And then I have another story for you, like I said, in shop 8. All right, so looking at shop number 5 in the state of Michigan, and I saw $23 per dollar multiple times in these calls today, but Michigan offered it to me for $23 per dollar. That is $32.20 an ounce. That is $1.70 over spot at today's silver prices. Again, not really that bad, but we've already seen 2 shops offer us better and online offer us better, so we definitely can do better than this. Let's go into shop number 6. Now, Washington, this blew me away because normally when I call Washington, I get a really good offer. Many times that I've called Washington and that's a two-party consent state for my two-party consent state calls, they've given me really good numbers. Today, not so much. $25 per dollar is atrocious. That is $35 per ounce. That is spot plus 450. You know, last year, that would have been an amazing number because the premiums on 90% were nuts. This year, not so much. You definitely can do better than this, so don't go to the shop. Unless you really love the shop and the shop owner and you want to support your local business and you don't mind paying a little bit more, then that's fine. More power to you. But if you're looking to get the most silver you can for your money, especially with 90% today, this is not the place to go. So, you know, I guess I'll leave that decision up to you. Shop number 7 in Illinois. Once again, we have $23 per dollar. That is $32.20 per ounce. So we've already seen that multiple times. We won't dwell on it because here we go with shop number 8. Once again, a note on the screen. And I said, I wish I could have recorded this. And you'll see it says buy 12 to 15, sell for 24. Let me tell you why it says that. So when I called him, I asked him the same way I asked everyone else, including shop number 2 that you heard me ask. And I asked him what he was selling 90% for. And he said, how much? I said, I don't know, around 10 face. Well, he said around 12 to 15, and he went into a spiel. He says somewhere between $12 and $15 per dollar, depending on what it looks like when it comes in, blah, 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 blah. And finally, when he stopped talking, I corrected him. I said, no, sir, I was wondering what you could sell it to me for. He was really nice in that first answer, sounded incredibly frustrated in the second part of the answer, because I think he realized when he told me $24 per dollar, that he just told me he would sell it to me for twice what he said he might offer to buy mine for. So he said it could be between 12 and 15 times. Well, if I brought it in and he only offered me $12 per dollar and then he sold it to me for 24, I mean, he's selling to me for double what he just offered me. And I think he realized that, and he sounded very frustrated in the second half of that conversation. But, you know, $24 per dollar. Same thing as Washington. If you want to support your local business, more power to you. But if you're wanting to get the most silver that you can for your money, you can definitely go elsewhere. So I think the message in today's video is quite clear. 90% silver premiums are way down. And now if you're looking to pick up 90% is definitely a good time to do it. At least in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I definitely look at 90% as a really good buy when you can get it at melt or really close to that. And there are lots of deals out there right now. It also shows you not to go to shops offering it for $23.50 or $24 or even 25 times unless you want to support that shop, because there are other places that you can buy it cheaper even online. So keep checking out for the deals. And of course, I'll continue to update you on this channel. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.